It's Sunday, and this is a little unusual for us, but you've got Eddie from Driving in Style and me from Vinny Cuz, and we are here today to actually talk about something outside of rideshare. Just trying to figure out what's the best way that everybody can move themselves from being dependent on these gig apps and start building something for themselves in the future. Because we know these gig apps are not going to last much longer, at least not in the way they are now. There's always constant changing. And if we don't figure out how to look out for ourselves, nobody's going to look out for us. So, the whole point of this, and this is new for us, we're not the best podcasters in the world as we've been hearing lately, but we're just going to kind of come to you guys and ladies, and we want to know what you're thinking about. We're going to show you what we're thinking about, and maybe together we can all, kind of move forward in which way we need to go. So, Eddie, what's going on, buddy? How you doing today, man? How's everything going?
Oh, it's going on pretty good. I've been working on how to expand what we have. So, in between the YouTube and the affiliate and stuff. So, how to advertise the affiliates a little bit more efficient. But those are like one of those things, the things that we have that actually these are the things that I have on the side that make me additional money besides ride sharing. And I wanted to show a couple of things here. Hey, good morning there, Mr. Gambit and Lisa. But we use YouTube to our advantage, and the idea of a YouTube is so we can make money through the YouTube AdSense, but you can also do the Amazon affiliate. So this is what actually makes me additional income on the side, and I'm able to basically it's not a lot, but I can take it a lot easier because now I know that as long as I keep making my videos, I'm going to get money from the AdSense, and I'm also going to get money from the affiliates whenever I advertise my products because I use them every day. And a lot of people watch me and they want to see what I use. So, and I'm looking at my commissions graph right here. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is my commission graph right here. And every time I talk about a product, people click on it. People click on it, people click on it, okay? And every time they make a purchase, I get paid for it. They click on it, they click on it. Whenever they make a purchase, I get paid for it. So the more clicks you get, the more of the odds are that somebody's going to buy the product, especially when they see you use it. That's why we try to. It's new to us, being I guess you could say like advertisers, totally new. Like we really don't know. And a lot of the times on my YouTube channel, I keep forgetting I need to advertise. Because it's the additional income. But this is it. This is the last 3 months. And these are the products that actually people click on and they actually get it. So you can see you can see what they clicked on. But what I'm trying to, this is what I'm trying to say is that when we're going out there and you want to make additional income, this is where we go to. You know, Ride sharing is just a tool, but we use the money that we make from that. We reinvest. We reinvest into those things, and this is where our camera equipment, TVs, computers that we buy and stuff. This stuff that I make right here, this is what pays for everything that I have. Um, and nothing really comes out of pocket. There are also little tricks that you could do with your credit cards as long as you pay them off every month, and you could use the points from that to buy
How
your
long?
products. But
How long have you been in the Amazon affiliate program through your YouTube channel?
I think the Amazon affiliate has it been over a year? I think it's been over a year. I stumbled upon it by accident. Who was it was it you? Was it you that mentioned about the Amazon affiliates?
No, no, no. You had already had the affiliates.
You already had it?
We've known
I,
each
I
other
don't
now.
know.
Yeah, we've known each other now. Got to be a year. I think it's a year now,
Yeah.
right? And so no, you already had your Eddie's must haves affiliate links in the website going. So no, so it's got to be longer than that.
Yeah, Lisa, yeah, we agree. I mean, the products that I use, it's just like the motivation to advertise. But this, man, I don't know how long I've had this for. I know it's been over a year. you know, but social media is not like my best suit, you know. It's just not my thing, you know. I watch other people and I try to imitate other people, and that's how I got into Amazon affiliate. I saw somebody doing it. I applied for it, and in the beginning I got denied because, you know, my following was not that big. But after it got big enough, I applied for it, and boom, I was excited.
I'll
You
be
know, I
right
was
back.
excited. And the first thing that actually got me was when I did YouTube, and I linked my YouTube into my AdSense. And the next thing you know, my AdSense on my website, I got paid like 12 cents. Got paid 12 cents. And that's what actually got me motivated and going. And then that one thing led into the affiliates, and then the youth. So now the YouTube pays, and now the affiliate pays, and now I got my ebook that people still buy. Same strategies that I use on my ebook. It's additional income. It's not a lot, okay, but it's additional income, and all I need to do is just grow that part of the business. Um, and then now one thing just becomes another, and that's why kind of like I'm really busy with everything that I do. There's another one actually that's out. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but it's called Amazon Influencer. Amazon Influencer is another one that we're trying to get into, but we can't say much about it because we need to get approved for it. Try it out, see if we make money out of it, and then we can explain it a little bit better. But YouTube, affiliates, website, and just, you know, just put the AdSense links on it, and this is how we make our money on the side, on top of whatever we make. You know, um, also, you can make like little advertising videos, and you can basically like you can make a short clip of the video that you have, and just save it, and then in between your videos, which that's what I'm trying to do right now. In between my videos, I just copy and paste every single time. I'll make a 13-minute video, and then I'll take the other two couple of minutes, and I'll just put a advertising right in between. But this is additional money that you guys can make on the side, and we truly encourage. You know what? When we don't encourage it, like, you got to do it. Like, you got to do it. If you're in the ride sharing business, and, you know, making money, but it's going to be limited. I'm telling you, the whole autonomous thing is coming out, and it's just, you know, it's just going to get really saturated because people are looking for ways to make money. This is how we do it. This is exactly how we do it. Little making money on the side. Hey there, Umar. Good morning. I mean, good evening. Good evening. Well, it's 1 p.m. It's 1 p.m. my time, and it's like 2 p.m. Vinny's time, Eastern. So yeah, Mr. Gambit, football up, back to school, pick up. Yeah, Gig World. Yeah, I had credit card debt, but now I paid it off, but now I have credit card debt again. But it's good debt. It's good debt. What I've been doing with my credit card is they're business credit cards. So my business credit cards, I pay all my bills. I pay all my bills with my credit cards, but my credit cards give me points. Those points I can purchase things on Amazon for free, and that's what I do. That's how I purchase my camera, my computer, my computer my computer, my income that I make from YouTube. That's what pays for it. The camera I already got because back in the day I was just making a lot of money. It was one of the first things that I purchased, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop going to strip clubs. I'm gonna stop doing the novice, and, you know, hit no casinos and stuff. And I took $800 and I bought a whole entire kit when I had it, and I invested into the camera, which is actually what I use right now all the time. But all the additional money that I make, and every time I pay my bills with my credit card, that's what I use to buy the additional products that I have. Don't get me wrong, it's a struggle because now I'm juggling in between me paying myself to pay my own bills, but also now I got to pay the bills for the business. But there's an advantage to it. I build credit with the business, but with me just paying the bills, those gives me credit on my credit card, and I can use those points to buy free stuff. A lot of free stuff.
So, sorry, I had to step away for a minute. I had to deal with something. In addition to the Amazon affiliates, and remember the whole program today and what we're going to talk about every Sunday, if we can, and it'll probably change once football season starts because ain't nobody gonna be trying to do this at Sunday at 2 o'clock. I'm not gonna be trying to do this Sunday at 2 o'clock, Eddie. So there might be a difference in the we might, you know, we're just getting started with this type of programming. But what else besides Amazon affiliates, have you been looking at as a pivot to get away from the whole gig app economy? Because we have to be honest. Everybody needs to be honest with themselves that this ride sharing stuff and delivery stuff is not going to last forever. And the way they
Yeah.
keep chopping us down. So what else have you been looking at?
So, like I spoke a little earlier, I've been looking at this Amazon influencer. Um, for some people, it looks simple. For me, I freaking complicate everything. You know, and that's an issue that I have right now. Now, influencer, you just basically making a 1 minute video of a product, and you take that product and then you submit it to Amazon, and then Amazon advertises this product to like everybody. They just put it on the front page. You know, if people click on it at least 30 seconds or more, and then they buy it, you get the commission on it. That's why people like to make those videos very short. The shorter it is, will you believe this? The shorter as far as I found out from other people that have been doing the influencer, that've been doing it for quite some time, the shorter the video is, the more likely they are to buy, because you get straight to the point. That no thumbnails, okay, no graphics, and no nothing. It is just a simple 60-second video of the product. You describe it, and then boom, you upload it into Amazon. Someone reviews it. If they click on it and they buy it, if they watch the video for 30 seconds or more, and then they buy the product after, you get the credit for it. The good thing about that is not like the affiliate. The affiliate, you have to advertise it. And then if they click on it, then you get the commission after purchase. And then if they purchase any other products besides that from your click, then you get the commission on that too. With the influencer program, they watch your video, they click on it, they watch your video for 30 seconds or more, and then if they purchase it, you get the commission on it, but Amazon advertises it to like everybody. And now I keep hearing about seasonal. So season, I was like, when I was thinking about it, I was like, well, Christmas was coming up. And I was like, oh, Christmas season. Everybody's going to be buying all this Christmas stuff from Amazon. And that's why I want to try to get into the influencer program, because I want to give it a test right now for the Christmas season, because a lot of people are going to be buying all this Christmas stuff. And all you need to do is just record a 60-second video of the most stupidest thing you could find.
Well, I wouldn't
I
say
just
it's
did,
the stupidest thing.
well, I found the most stupidest thing that I could find because I'm complicating it too much. And I just did like a 58-second of how to use a floss. Floss. I seen people get. I mean, because I keep watching other people do it, but they use floss, and their account is. I gotta submit 3 videos, and the 3 videos, it gets reviewed, and then after they review the videos, they find out if they let you. So there's a 2-step process. So you gotta have a influencer account. You gotta have a certain amount of following. I think what you need to do is you don't gotta have a certain amount of following. They just want to make sure that you're engaged. Because when you're selling a product and they ask questions, they want you to be able to answer those questions really fast. So
Right.
I think that's what they're looking for. I have found out that there are some people that even got like 5 followers on their Instagram or TikTok. I heard that TikTok is the best and fastest way to get in there. But as long as you got like 5 followers, but they're always engaged, then that's what they want to look at, as far as I understand. But it seems to be simple. It's just the approval process. You have to submit 3 videos. Those 3 videos, I believe you get 3 live people that look at it, and then there's a lock on your account. Once that lock gets removed, then you can just post whatever you want.
Gotcha. It's interesting when we sit and we think about all the things that we do, right, with the computers and YouTube and this, that, and the other. Um, there's a lot of different ways to approach things, depending on your personality, I guess, and how much work you want to put into it. I mean, let's look at Steven. Steven got into trouble. Well, he didn't get into trouble. The checker background check took forever for Steven to get his background check done on his cars, and he had to make a living. And so he didn't have the ability to go on the apps and work. So what did he do? He went and got the pressure washer. Eddie Vinny is in DEI. I don't know what the hell that is.
What is DEI?
Vinny said dodo. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. in
Yeah,
driving and
I
markets.
have InDrive there, Tony, InDrive. But this is not about the app. This is about making
This is about moving outside
money,
of the apps. Yeah, trying to
moving
move away
moving
from the
on
app.
from the gig apps.
Yeah, 100%.
It's because you can't we can't make a career out of ride sharing. We see some people out there that try to make a career out of ride sharing, but you can't be in your 50s and like ride sharing. It's just how long can you do that for? If that's your main living of income for living, and I do that. That's my main
I mean,
living. That's my main money that I get from my income that pays for the majority of the things. That's why I love doing all these things.
ride share deliveries, it's they're becoming it's becoming much more difficult to earn the same money that you would have earned a year ago or 2 years ago or before the pause. The money has changed so much, and the amount of effort that you have to put in now to make less money is, and this is why we while some people, feel like there's those that want to stay full time and those that want to stay part time. I'm under the belief now that, listen, you might every now and then hit 40 hours if it's really good, but most rideshare drivers right now, they're 20, 30 hours a week is it's a part-time deal. It's you just cannot do this full time all the time anymore. It's just they're getting worse. I mean, so anyway, I don't want to get into all that shit. I am also looking at the Amazon reviews, the affiliates, no, Amazon influencer
Amazon
program.
influencer.
So I've started to work, and I've started to put some time into this. I have not started my videos yet. My videos, I'm going to start getting my 3 videos together tomorrow. I've already got the 3 products that I'm going to review to submit to Amazon. I do have an affiliate links program, but I'm like you, Eddie. It's like when we do the rideshare videos, it's not that I'm not there to try to push product on somebody,
Correct.
right? I'm there to try to add value and hopefully help other people, see some of the pitfalls and mistakes I make, and then all some of the good stuff that I do to help them make money. So I don't, even though I list a whole bunch of affiliates, I don't say, hey, go down there and hey, check out all my affiliates, give it a click. I don't do that. It's not in me. I'm not a salesman like that. I'm not a bullshit artist like that. But if somebody asks me about a product, well, I mean, as long as you know the product, you're telling the truth about the product, then I think that's a good thing. So as you can see here on mine's going to be Cousin Vinny reviews. And, we're going to play off the whole my cousin Vinny deal because I am your cousin, yo. I'm your cousin, yo. What do you mean the Utes? What is the grit?
Oh, the youths. The youths.
The Utes.
Youths.
I don't know, but we're going to have fun with it and see if we can get something going with this. Ever since hooking up and getting to know Richie Hustles, the thing I like about Richie, the thing I like about Richie Hustles is he's got 7 or 8 or 9 different things going. He's got 7 or 8 or 9 different things going. And I admire that because he's not just locked into one thing, like that's one all be all, and ain't doing shit else to make any money. So I think, I think this is worth a shot. Well, hell, we've already got the studio, right? Yep. So when I start talking about my pivots, my pivots is to continue to get better at trading, right? The markets. Continue. I've already made the decision. This will be my last season driving rideshare, which means our season now is getting ready to start. And come next April, I plan to be completely out of the rideshare game. I'm going to if I can get out quicker, I will. This week I'm having a good week. I'm having a really good week this week. Between Thursday, Friday, and yesterday, it's amazing. But where did it come from? Did I get lucky? Am I all of a sudden in the right places? It's nothing I can't control the gig apps. You can't control when they're going to pay you, when they're not going to pay you. But stuff like
yesterday was bad for me. It was bad.
See, that's what I mean.
The rides were horrible.
You can't control what you can't force the apps to give you a request.
That's
You
right.
just can't.
That's why we pivot. That's why we do this pivot
That's
stuff.
why this podcast
Okay.
is all around pivoting. And that's what we want to keep the podcast to. It's about pivoting. And we want people out in the chat, out in the community, like, what's your pivot? Like, what's your deal? What would you like to do? What can we do as a community to help move you into that pivot? You know,
Oh,
because
that'll be great because if we keep moving people into the pivot and we keep making them money on the side, then they're gonna go out and they're gonna look for another hustle and they're gonna be like, "Hey, Eddie, Vinny, look at this! I found this," and then we're gonna take advantage of it. Just like Richie, by the way, Richie gets all this credit for gets all the credit. I gotta give him all the credit for this Amazon influencer. I didn't even know this stuff existed. Didn't even know. You know, I thought YouTube and affiliates. I thought that was it. Maybe do like a little training program or something like that. But you know,
see,
it was
like
just not my thing. But the influencer is so easy, 60 seconds, no graphics, no nothing. You know, just
well,
record,
Josh
copy
here,
paste.
yeah, Josh here wants to get into rental and flipping houses. That's his end game.
Nice.
That's what he wants to do. Real estate is always,
Yeah.
you know, a major. I guess I don't want to say it's a major revenue stream once you get started into the whole real estate, which I don't know anything about. I mean, you know, I know my limits. So
I know somebody in real estate that actually buys apartment complexes. So they asked if I can find something like a building. It had to be an office building, but it had to be like 10 million or more. But I would believe it was because of taxes, so they needed it to be that much or above. And I was like, it's like, I don't know, you know. It's like I'll look and I'll ask, but you know, the real estate agent's gonna look at me funny. But yeah, I know quite a few people in the real estate. It's just something that I really want to get into, but that's going to be like later in the future. Right now, what's really easy for me is this affiliates, YouTube affiliates, and the and this influencer one, which I really like.
Well, see, and that's the whole point is when you start to make a pivot out, you don't want to lose sight of what's making your money and paying your bills right now. So if rideshare, gig delivery, you know, if that's what's paying your bills right now, like let's take a look at Thomas for a minute. Thomas Lau, right? Thomas is doing a lot of delivery, right? I think Thomas works 2 or 3 jobs, right? He's doing it 2 or 3 different ways to get where he's got to go. So then, you know, now for him, he's going to either have to figure out what else he would like to do and then fit it into a schedule that doesn't hurt his current schedule, because pivoting out of what you're doing doesn't mean you stop today and then tomorrow you start your new pivot. You got to build up to it. It takes time. It takes effort. A lot of us aren't pretty enough to be on TV or Instagram models or any of that, you know, but we always have something to offer. There's always a skill there. There's always something you've wanted to learn. It might be, you know, doing some grocery shopping for some people in the neighborhood that's not on a gig app. It might be going and learning how to take photos for real estate properties. You know, those people, the people who take the pictures for real estate, they make
bank. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the investment is not as much as people think it is. The investment, listen, I could literally with the film class I took, right? I took a film class. It cost me $50, y'all. $50 on how to properly film and shoot photos off a mobile phone. When I tell you that my photos, because I've always liked taking pictures, my photos now are so much better after that class. I already have the phone, so that's not an investment, but the class was. Right? So little things that you guys might not notice, because I haven't been putting out a lot of videos, but the little things you guys might not notice when I'm videoing, and then when I get into editing, yeah, bro. My photos, yeah, bro. So there's all types of pivots, you know, and we want to know what you guys' pivots are.
Yeah, right now I'm going ahead. I'm putting the links to the first. It's going to be the affiliate program, and then it's going to be the influencer. You guys check it out. Just start a YouTube channel, TikTok. I believe with the influencer program, you can have a TikTok, Facebook, Facebook or Instagram. Just make sure that I believe your Facebook, it has to be business account, and Instagram or TikTok has to be like a business. I don't know about the TikTok, but the Instagram has to be a business account also,
So,
because you get 3 tries. You get 3 tries for the influencer program, and then if you fail, that's it. You're done. You're out. So be careful with that. You only get 3 tries.
so Josh says he's been reselling sneakers for the last year, and the sneaker market is complete garbage right now. Unless you own a store, right now is a tough time to make $1. You know, my son used to do that. My son used to flip sneakers, bro. That market was ridiculous. Like the amount of money that you were able to flip a pair of sneakers for. We're talking new and used. The market was insane, you know? So yeah, I know that. Let's see what else here. Nicholas, now I wanted to get to Nick. His pivot is that he wants to get completely out of rideshare and gig apps. He hopes to build a YouTube channel and pursue my career as Hey, Nicholas, I know you're in my area, bro, and I've been saying we're gonna do this goddamn YouTube channel. We got to do this class, man.
Yeah.
We got to do this class for anybody who has never set up a YouTube channel. I want to do one. I want to set up this. I want to do it with you. You guys let me know what day and time, or just hit me up on an email, bro, and I will sit there and I will go through it with you one-on-one. We can set up the channel together at a time that's convenient for the both of us, and I have no problem doing that.
Vinny can take care of the YouTube, setting up the YouTube, and I can take care of the Canva, because you guys are gonna want to doing the thumbnails and stuff. I use my phone, by the way. Everything that I do, I use my phone. I don't use my computer. I'm trying to use my computer a little bit more, but everything that I do when it comes to the Canva, the YouTube, the editing, and all that stuff, I use my phone. It's because of the convenience. I need to be out on the road all the time, 24/7. So when it comes to me editing all my videos, all the things that I have for YouTube that make me all my money, that make me some of my money, then it's done on my phone. So if you're one of those, I can show you how it's done, especially with the Canva. I'm pretty good with the memes, really good with the memes. I mean, I can get them done in like 30 seconds. Just do one really quick. So let us know. Vinny can go ahead and do the YouTube. So
yeah, if you guys want to learn how to set up a YouTube channel, if you've never set up a YouTube channel, just hit me up in my Gmail account, man. VinnyCuz@gmail.com, and we'll set up a time and place, and we'll try to get everybody together. I'll bring you right on, and we'll do a private class, and free of charge. I ain't going to charge you for it. Let's just get it done. Mr. Gambit says, rideshare and food delivery will always help you pivot better in a big city, so choose wisely on your pivot.
Yeah.
Well, and that at the end of the day, that's the bottom line, right? It's like rideshare should have just been a stepping stone. Rideshare and gig app should have just been a tool, a stepping stone to move yourself forward. Should not be, but it's, what happens is we get addicted to it. It's fast money. I know that if I go out at 4:00 on a Wednesday afternoon, or a Thursday afternoon, I got a good shot in 4 or 5 hours of picking up $100 real quick. And then when you start thinking about this shit gets addictive. The problem is we get lazy. We lose our discipline. We get lazy, right? Like what happened with me, with my weight, right? And right before I had my little health issue, I made an announcement that, I got the other channel set up. I go to the doctor on Wednesday. So if I get cleared on Wednesday, I'm going to start the other channel. I'm going to start making videos on about health and staying healthy for rideshare drivers. I've already seen other channels now. That's what they're announcing they want to do. I don't give a shit. Like I say, we create content for content creators. But my point is that you got to do it and use what you got to move out of it. But so I don't know. Did I just rant there? I didn't mean to rant.
No. Oh, that's not a rant. I'm telling you, that is not a rant. But yeah, when I start, listen, my YouTube channel, I say this so many times. My YouTube channel, the idea of my YouTube channel was to make people mad. It was not meant for this. I wasn't trying to help anybody. It was just that I was in a private Facebook group, and I was asking for help in a private, about ride sharing. I was like, hey, and I posted my income. He's like, I'm making this money. Okay, I'm just wanting to know if this is temporary or is it just seasonal, And instead of, I couldn't even get one person, to be honest. everybody just kept attacking me left and right, left and right, left and right, and then I was like, oh, well, you know what? And they just kept going at it, and I was just trying to find the answers, because I wanted to know. It was doing the when everybody was all locked up, and I didn't know what to do. But I know I needed to do something, because what am I going to do? I'm just going to sit there and wait for me to starve to death because there's no job. Or if I get fired from my job, I'm going to move on into another one, which there was none. Where are we going to go work? There was no jobs. So I had to do something. I got the Tesla. I figured if I'm going to be homeless, I'm going to be homeless in the car because there's a camping mode on it. Anyway, so this whole frustration and pressure is on me, and I got a family, so I got to just start moving. I start making money and stuff, so I start asking for information. I got criticized for it. And I was like, okay, you think that's bad? I was like, watch this guy on YouTube. Not only is he saying how where he's making the money, but he's showing you how. And then people started asking questions on my YouTube channel. And I was like, and instead of me making them mad, I was actually helping them out. But they kept asking how I was doing it. There were certain strategies, man. I was pulling them off like really easy, but it was because of the quest. And that's how the ebook came across. I was like, you know what? Now I have everybody keeps asking me the same question, and I sat on my ebook for months. I didn't know how to write it. Once I wrote it, okay, I just snapped the picture, and on the bottom it's like every time I see this picture on my phone, I put a description on the bottom. All right, I didn't think it was gonna sell. It's $5. I was like, who's gonna buy an ebook on how to write share? And I was trying to make it as easy as possible, a little colorful and stuff. It kind of like a 5-year-old was going to read it, and it works. I was like, if people ask me, I was like, dude, I was like, literally, every time I see that on my phone, the description at the bottom is exactly what I do. I don't do anything different. Even with the XC6 that I do right now, I do exactly the same thing over and over again. And then that became income. And then the website became income with the AdSense. And then the affiliate became a more income. And the next thing you know, I was like, wait, where can I get more income from? And that's how I met Vinny. And then that's how we started moving on to other things. I was like, oh, you wouldn't believe. Now, don't get me wrong. The stress. Yeah, I use ChatGPT. ChatGPT, I use that darn thing all the time now. It helps me out a lot, especially when it comes to SEO for the YouTube channel. For by the way, when you guys start a YouTube channel and you want an SEO, go to ChatGPT. It'll help you out to start off with. But then, everything started with one, it was just a desperate moment. I needed to do something, and I moved on into something else, and that something else can move on to something else, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But the amount of opportunity, it's so big that you start doing one thing, they start doing two. Now you have three. Now you have four. Now you have so much to do that you ain't got no time for family. You ain't got no time for your kids. You ain't got time to go out drinking. You ain't got time to go partying. Because if you stop, all that work that you did just goes away. All right. Exactly. So yeah, stick to your pivots, man. Do not give them up for anything, no matter how much people criticize you. All right, it's like, you're a slave to rideshare. I was like, so? He's like, look at what I'm doing with it. You guys see, look at what I'm doing with it. Just because people don't see it doesn't mean that you're not doing anything.
I don't think people realize that the last 2 years, you're 100,000 plus a year. You don't get enough credit for that. You're 100,000 plus a year. The last 2 years in the rideshare game, 100,000 plus a year. And I know what you did last year. You damn near doubled that. 180,000. 180,000. Y'all think I'm making this shit up. Y'all, people can knock Eddie all they want. I'm telling you, I see in Eddie what I don't see in a lot of people. This man did $100,000 the last 2 years and did $180K last year, thanks to the rideshare game and other things with the rideshare game, his affiliates, the other things he's doing. Okay. I don't know too many people doing that. And you know what, rideshare, Lisa, you bring up a good point. I want to bring this. I'm going to post this comment up here. I was a slave to my last W-2 job. That's when I went full time. After over 4 years of part-time gig worker. Use these apps and then start to pivot out because they're already showing us red flags. Some people are going to get trapped in this and then they're going to be like, uh-oh, what do I do now?
Yeah. Or they're going to start doing something and it's going to be too late.
The minute you are no longer relevant, whether it's a W-2 job, whether it's a gig job, whether it's in the YouTube space or the TikTok, the minute you are no longer relevant, your income stops. I mean, that's a fact.
Just make sure that you have your 10 apps out there. If one doesn't work, the other will keep you afloat. If for some reason you lose your car, you go to the rental. But the idea of the gigs is to use that money to fund your dreams, whatever your dreams are. Just make sure that if you're gonna pivot, make sure that that pivot is something that you really like. Because in the beginning, you're not gonna get paid for it.
Right.
It's hard work that's gonna make through time. It's gonna build and it's gonna get bigger. All right, ride sharing, that's easy money, man. I can show you. You're in Austin here. I can show you how to make $2,000 real fast. But the money is so fast, but it goes away really fast the moment they shut your app down. All right. But with the pivots, you take that money, you reinvest it into your pivots, okay? And you make nothing. You make nothing in the beginning out of it, but through time, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And next thing you know, your 100,000 becomes almost 200,000, and then that's your second year, and then in your third year, you're wondering how far, you can go with this stuff. Ooh,
Right.
I get the chills in the back of the neck.
So
just thinking about it.
I want to reiterate that the Sunday Pivot podcast, and it'll probably move to an earlier time when football season starts. This will probably be an earlier in the morning thing, because in the afternoon, y'all ain't gonna find me. I'm gonna do football, goddammit. But the point is this particular live stream will be strictly on getting up out of the gig apps. So Thomas Lyle says he's wanted to start a YouTube channel to show people how to use Excel. I tried to hire somebody to get my Excel sheets to where I could put them out to the public, that anybody wanted them, and they just can't get them to work right. But Thomas, I'm going to reach out to you, man. Let's set up something there too, because there's another class that we could offer. Thomas wants to help people design Excel budget sheets so they can budget their money at home, not just rideshare, just overall budgeting. So we can get him on here and do a class, and anybody who is interested in that can now come on here and take that class with Thomas. And you can follow right along on your computer. I think that's a good idea to have. The YouTube class. You want to do the YouTube class? Let's set up a time for the YouTube class.
This is the good thing about YouTube. It's networking. That you get to network with people. This is a message that I just got. And I've been looking for somebody, but let's see, because I love to trade. I like to trade services. A lot of people, you have to admit, you don't got a lot of money, because if you do make a lot of money and you reinvest it into your business, you got to be so dedicated, you're going to put everything into it. That's what I do. Just because I made 175 doesn't mean that I pocket any of that money, because I just take all that money and I just reinvest it. Because I know that I'm not going to be making it if my side hustles aren't making any money, or I don't work as hard as I'm doing right now. But this is the I don't know if Khan is listening, but I'm gonna reach out. He says, sponsor me and I will manage all your bookkeeping related stuff. You might have a deal there, buddy.
Who's that? Umar Khan?
I don't know. I don't think it's Umar Khan. It's Connie Tex. I don't know if it's the same one.
Okay, well, listen, y'all better be careful. Y'all messing with Eddie, because Eddie's been looking for somebody to get, and that's the beautiful thing about it. Like you just said, you've been looking for someone to help you with these, with the record keeping of the finances. So
we trade services. If you ain't got no money to do all these other things, you know how much my bookkeeper is? My bookkeeper is $400, $250, and that's just for the monthly. If I want to do my business and my personal, it's $500. But this is monthly, and it adds up. And it adds up in between my business and my personal, and I have to find a way to cough this stuff up. But when you have a business and you start doing all these other things, the bills just keep piling up because you need other things to be able to do your pivots on the side.
Well, that's that. And then there's one other thing that I really hope everybody understands, that once, it takes a lot of discipline to do these things. The discipline is the aspect that everybody gets lost on. Like, let's be honest. Okay. There's 2 or 3 types of gig channels, right? There's 2 or 3 kinds of gig channels on YouTube space, right? We're going to be honest for a second here. there's the kind that are just going to show you their earnings. They're not explaining to you anything other than, hey, I made $200 today. I made $150 today. But they're not showing you how they made that money. So you got those channels, right? Then you got other channels that all they do is just talk bad about everything about all the gig apps, right? All they're going to do is just upset you and piss you off and get you in your emotions. So you got those kind of YouTube channels. And then the third type of YouTube channels, which are usually the smallest channels, are actually showing you value. They're going to show you what they're doing. They're going to show you the receipts, and they're going to try to help you get where you're trying to go. So, with all that being said, that's where we're at. That's what we're trying to do here with the Pivot podcast. So we've got 3 things we can work on now. We can set up classes for it. Actually, I think there's 4 now, because Tony wants to learn how to do a ride-along YouTube channel. That's easy to teach, right? Nicholas wants to learn how to set up a YouTube channel for his insurance business. That's easy to teach. Thomas wants to get in here, and it looks like he's going to be willing to do an Excel spreadsheet on here.
You can use that to your advantage. Definitely use that to your advantage.
Well, it's just something that as a group, as a collective, we can do. And like I said, all it's going to require from you folks is you're going to have to be disciplined enough to show up and then do the work. And then start thinking, like, what else would you like to do? Where do you see if the economy is about to go into a recession, right? If we're about to have hard times, which, goddamn, I mean, I don't know how much harder y'all think it's going to get. We're back up to $4 a gallon gas. You're still paying $12 for a dozen eggs. Yeah. I mean, it's tough out there. Rent is $3,000 a month. Forget trying to buy a house at these interest rates. You're going to need 90% down, and they're going to finance 10% of the mortgage. Let's just be honest, right? That's real shit. You ain't going to make that kind of living on fucking rideshare. It's not going to happen. You're not going to make that money on rideshare. I'm just saying.
Hey there, Dom. I see you, Dom.
Yeah. And so I'm just saying, it's gas is $5.75 in Cali already.
$5.75.
We're right back up there again. What changed? So anyway, these are classes that we can put together. These are classes that we can do. This is what the Sunday Pivot podcast is going to be all about, right? This is going to be it. Yeah, Jimmy, we're going to have to do something on Sundays, bro, because I know football is getting ready to start. So we're going to probably either move earlier in the day on Sunday, or we're going to have to move it to a different day of the week. Maybe it'll be a nighttime thing. Maybe we'll do some on Tuesday nights. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then or Thursday, Monday like Tuesday nights, Wednesday. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We are going to schedule some classes in between for the people that want to learn these things.
With things that we're already doing or already profited from. So when it comes to the Amazon influencer, we can't really help you that much because we got to get approved, and then we got to start posting videos and see what creates money or
not. Even had an opportunity to teach English in Panama. After all that talk about going to Panama and the hippy dippy universe gave me a pad, choose wisely. Things work out for those who work hard. Brother, Lee Trevino is the guy who created this quote. A lot of people don't know about it, but Lee Trevino's quote was, "The more I practice, the luckier I get." You know what I mean? So the more effort you put into something, the more effort you'll get back out of it. The universe is always just keep it positive and keep it moving. And that's all you can do. I mean, that truly is all you can do. So with that being said,
don't worry about people not seeing you doing things. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Just keep working. You don't need anybody for your approval. Okay. You know how many times people told me, it's like, "Oh, I need to take a break." I was like, "Nah."
Commuter's in the house. Good morning, Commuter. Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, guys. Commuter.
OPEC nations have restricted output again. UK and European prices have taken a leap and abound in the last 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, this is what we're talking about. Dom K is saying, I put $50 in and only got 300 miles. $50 used to fill me up complete and give 480 miles. This is what we're talking about, bro. Right? This is where we're talking about. You have to start developing your pivots. And there's more to it than just, following blindly somebody on YouTube. Like, you have to put effort into it. So we've got a bunch of different things that we're gonna try to bring to the table. Like I said, the YouTube class is gonna happen now. Maybe that's next Sunday. Maybe that's what we do next Sunday. We could do the YouTube class next Sunday.
It's really easy.
Yeah, and then while Eddie and I are working with Richie Hustles to develop our review channels, because he's our lead guy on that. You know, we're going to move forward with that. Once we have this understood and figured it out, then that's something else we can bring to the community. It's all about the community, y'all. Because I mean, you know, we're not here because look, I'm an ugly son bitch. I know I am, but you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay because somebody in this world loves me, so I'll be all right. I'll be all right. All right, Eddie, you want to wrap this up? It's that's about 45 minutes. We said we weren't going to do more than an hour. We don't want to take everybody's time up today.
So to start off with, it will be probably most likely, I don't know if I mean, you guys don't have to show your face. Just start something, anything. Just record something and just post it. The idea is to get your fear out of it. All right. We can probably help you with your YouTube channel. I can help you out with putting a thumbnail and, you know, with Canva and stuff. Something simple, stupid, you know, easy. So just, you know, copy, paste, set up, put some words on it. All right. Call it whatever. And then, you know, start your YouTube channel, record your first video, just keep posting the same day at the same time. You know, that's it.
So then let's go.
Just keep doing that till it grows.
So let's go next Sunday. I'll put the link out. We'll get the link out. The thumbnail will be out. You can either come through Eddie's channel or my channel. The Sunday Pivot episode 3 will be basic setting up of a YouTube channel, and we'll do it live. So if you guys want to join in next week on that, we'll do that. You know, we're still going to do our morning show and talk our shit, you know, daily politics. It ain't for everybody. We understand that. But we appreciate if y'all stop by Monday through Thursday. We're still going to have the Rideshare Garage on Wednesday night, despite how bad it is and terrible it is and such a horrible thing. You know, it's just is what it is. I'm sorry, you know. Anyway, so with that being said, Eddie, you want to take us home, my brother?
Yeah, so that'll be it. I'm not going to have any funny videos on this one. So we're just going to keep it pivoting. Okay, we're going to keep making this money. Remember, ride sharing is just a tool to fund your dreams.
That's it, brother.
Hey, guys.
All right, y'all. Be easy. We'll see y'all next week. Thanks for stopping by.